News 3 Now at 5 starts right now. A community brought together by tragedy after a car plows through a holiday parade.
Right now, people in Waukesha are holding a vigil for the victims and all of those affected by the incident. You're looking live at that event at Cutler Park, where dozens of people have gathered for prayer and remembrance.
And we'll have more on that in just a moment. But first, we now know police plan to recommend 5 charges of first-degree intentional homicide against 39-year-old Daryl Brooks. More could come as that investigation continues.
According to court records, Brooks has 2 open criminal cases, and he was released earlier this month on a $1,000 bond for recklessly endangering safety, battery, and bail jumping. Law enforcement is also releasing the names of the 5 people who were killed yesterday at the parade. They are Tamara Durand, Jane Coolidge, Leanna Owen, Virginia Sorensen, and William Hospital.
And many of those victims, members of a group called the Milwaukee Dancing Grannies, who performed in summer and winter parades. The group posting on Facebook saying they died doing what they love, putting smiles on people's faces. Members of the community are gathering tonight to honor those 5 victims and the dozens of others who are trying to heal tonight.
Our Brad Hamilton is live at Cutler Park in Waukesha, where the vigil we mentioned is just getting started. Brad?
Well, this is an incredible scene. I just want you to take a look at what we're seeing behind us. This vigil is just about to get underway as hundreds of people in this community are coming together tonight to grieve together. It's really been one of the most emotional experiences that I've really been a part of as a reporter. Just so many people here with that same sadness, the same sense of shock, and really so many people are just coming here to hug each other, to talk through where were you when it happened, what were you doing. There's going to be plenty of things that are going to be taking place throughout this vigil tonight, but the most important thing is that people I apologize. These are hard events to cover. We spoke with a person who was at the parade last night. Unfortunately, his family is safe, and he described what he saw.
Tried to pull everybody off the street as soon as possible, and my brother and his kids were there, and so just trying to get people out of the way and stay out in case anything else happened. So we all did our best to do what we could in a senseless sort of situation.
Jack said his entire family is all safe tonight, and they're all thinking about all the victims involved. And also, we do know that the city of Waukesha has set up a fund for the families that have been impacted. We will continue our live coverage here as this vigil gets underway, but reporting live tonight in Waukesha, Brad Hamilton, News 3 Now.
Brad, thank you so much. We are hearing from a woman who walked in the parade and witnessed the aftermath of the tragedy. Alicia Halvin-Slavin was heading home when she realized that something was wrong.
I've called Waukesha home for 8+ years now, and I love this community so much, and I just can't believe that somebody would do this to us. I don't know why somebody would do this to us, and so yeah, I'm upset. I'm angry at this person, for people we don't know, for doing this, and you know, I just hope that again as a community we can come together to heal.
18 children have been treated so far at Children's Wisconsin Hospital after the parade crash in Waukesha. 10 children are currently in the ICU. 6
of those children are critically hurt and 3 are in serious condition. Staff at Children's say the first patient arrived at 5:30 last night. The last was brought to the hospital around midnight. They are treating kids between the ages of 3 and 16, including 3 sets of siblings. They say they've seen head injuries and broken bones, but the chief medical officer says he's concerned about their emotional needs too.
The injuries from Sunday night will go well beyond the physical and will take time to heal. We all must continue to lean on each other and to encourage those impacted to reach out and use the resources that are available to them.
As of now, 2 children have been discharged from the 18 brought to Children's Wisconsin last night. 6 children were sent to surgery last night, and 2 will undergo surgery today. Doctors say they were well prepared with a disaster-type response. to this situation. Police are also giving us a better picture of what happened before that car crossed the parade barricades last night.
Waukesha Police Chief believes Darrell Brooks was leaving a domestic violence incident right before he drove into that parade. Naomi Coles joins us live near where the parade was last night with new details about Brooks' background. Naomi?
Yeah, here's what we know about Brooks. He was first a person of interest. Police now say they confirm he is the suspected driver, and they believe he acted alone. They don't think there's any evidence here that this was a planned terrorist attack. They do believe, as mentioned, he had just left that domestic violence incident right before he drove through the parade. But court records actually show this is not the first time he's accused of domestic violence or, in fact, running a person over. Court records indicate he was out on a $1,000 bail for a separate case where, again, he was accused of running a woman over in a gas station parking lot in a domestic violence incident. Now, police don't know much about what he did before driving through those barricades and past police last night.
But I guess what stands out in my mind from our conversations is we do have people who have military backgrounds and likened it to a war zone.
There are still a lot that police haven't said about how or why Brooks entered the parade route. Again, this is a very ongoing investigation, and they do say he barreled over the barricades and around officers as they were trying to stop him before he entered the parade route. Now, at 6 o'clock, I'm going to be digging further into his existing criminal record, into those court documents, and why the Milwaukee County District Attorney is now opening an internal investigation to figure out why the bail was set so low.
Naomi Coles live in Waukesha. Thank you, Naomi. We're also continuing to see messages of support come out of Waukesha today. Take a look at this message that our crews found painted in the community today. Community members wrote, "Waukesha United" on the windows of several downtown businesses. Organizers say they wanted to spread a message of hope to help anyone affected by the tragedy heal.
And Governor Evers has ordered flags across Wisconsin to be flown at half-staff today in honor of those who were killed at the parade. Earlier today, the governor tweeting, quote, "I have ordered flags to be flown at half-staff as we continue to pray for the Waukesha community and the children, the loved ones, and neighbors whose lives were forever changed by an unthinkable tragedy." President Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris also commenting on the tragedy. They say they are praying for the victims and everyone who was affected by the incident.
Last night, the people of Waukesha were gathered to celebrate the start of a season of hope and togetherness and Thanksgiving. This morning, Jill and I and the entire Biden family, and I'm sure all of us, pray that that same spirit's going to embrace and lift up all the victims of this tragedy, bringing comfort to those recovering from the injuries, and wrapping the families of those who died in the support of their community.
The horrific act of violence that occurred last night is heartbreaking. To those families who lost a loved one, to the first responders, to the community, please know that we are praying for you and that we stand with you.
Now, we know this story has gained national attention, and coverage will continue from Waukesha next on the CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. They will have team coverage, and then coming up at 6, our Naomi Coles will have that deep dive into the suspect's criminal history and why the Milwaukee County District Attorney is now re-examining its policies. Stay with us for the next hour as we continue to follow this story. Now, we know many of you have Thanksgiving travel plans this week, but will the weather stay out of the way? Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti on the patio. Gary?
Yeah, Susan, I think we're lucking out on this. We've got cold weather today, but it was dry and quiet, and tomorrow will warm up and will be even milder for Wednesday before it turns colder for Thanksgiving Thursday. Visible cloud track shows we had a lot of sunshine today. There's a patch of clouds coming through overhead, but there's really no precipitation associated with it. Low temperatures this morning with the clear skies dropped into the teens through almost all of southern Wisconsin. A few places were into the single digits up in central portions of the state. High temperatures right around freezing here in Madison. We didn't even get that warm. Janesville did top out at 36 degrees, but right now temperatures are in the upper 20s to the lower 30s across much of southern Wisconsin. The winds, though, have lightened up, so wind chills really are not much of a factor. By tomorrow morning, we'll be back down into the upper teens with mostly clear skies. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny, but it'll become breezy and milder as high temperatures climb back into the middle 40s, and we'll be in the low 50s on Wednesday before we turn colder for Thanksgiving, but the travel forecast looks pretty good. I'll have more on that in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Janesville police were called to Marshall Middle School on Friday after a report of suspicious activity. A student told police that 2 other students were in a girls' bathroom stall at the same time. Police investigated, and today they say they do not believe a sexual assault took place. The investigation is ongoing, but police say a video taken outside of the stall helped them figure out what happened.
Well, as we told you at the top of the hour, the Waukesha community holding a vigil for victims and all of those affected by the incident.
We're going to take you there now live to Cutler Park to just listen in for a moment. We'll be back right after this.
I thank you so much for being here tonight to take that small first step to begin healing. We know that every one of you here tonight wants to help. I have some suggestions, and actually the pastors and the religious people have some flyers with information printed on it, and it's over here, and they'll be handing that out. As already mentioned, the Waukesha County Community Foundation and United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County have joined together to create the United for Waukesha Community Fund. This fund will support the needs of the families impacted, and there is a website for that, and hopefully you can get it on the city website, and I'm sure you can get it on many other websites. Many people witnessed traumatic events last evening. If you need to talk to someone, you can call or text 800-985-5990. And once again, that's on all our websites. It's on our website and also on many other websites. To be connected to a trained caring counselor. They are available 24/7. I also want to ask, please don't call 911 unless you have unless you have a true emergency. We have been getting a lot of phone calls, and that's a line that we want to keep open. There will also be a resource center set up at Carroll University for all victims from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Tuesday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Wednesday. The District Attorney Victim Assistance Program is also available to assist, and there's an email for that is on our social media.
Keep your home and family warm and cozy this winter with a new degree of comfort from your local Rheem contractor.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today, serving Dane County for over 45 years.
It's Menards' last 11% rebate sale of 2021. Closet-made shelf-track closets make it easy to customize your storage space. And right now, they're all 11% off. Complete the look with a fresh coat of paint. Dutch Boys Platinum Plus Paint and Primer in One. Features Stain Shield technology, giving you more stain resistance and washability. Save today with 11% off all Dutch Boy interior paint during Menards' last 11% rebate sale of 2021.
Save big money at Menards.
You know what I'm going to miss most about space?
What's that?
How easy it is to keep up my saving habit. There's nothing to buy up here.
We're making it easier to save on Earth, too. When you open a savings builder account at BMO Harris, you can get a cash reward for every month you save.
Anything to help launch my savings?
Sure. When you open a checking account, we'll give you $200 to kickstart your savings progress.
$200 and a monthly savings reward.
It's a way to save that won't weigh you down. It's a little space humor.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
I was a Navy submariner for over 20 years. I spent a large portion of my life underwater. Service is about putting your country before yourself. But Senator Ron Johnson uses his office to serve himself. Ron Johnson passed a special tax break that benefited his family's business, then cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since he's been elected. That's not what service is about. Tell Ron Johnson to stop voting for tax laws that benefit himself.
Here's to the holidays. Here's to the casserole queens and Santas who saute. To the turkeys brined in beer, and well, just beer. To the ones who do the most, and the ones who do the least. To the classic traditions, and whatever you call this one. This year, no matter how you holiday, Festival has you covered. Festival Foods, a Wisconsin tradition since 1946. Is your home giving you the cold shoulder? Fight back with a new energy-saving furnace from your local Rheem contractor.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today, serving Dane County for over 45 years.
Tonight at 6, what we know about the Waukesha homicide suspect and why authorities believe he may have been fleeing a crime before plowing through the barriers.
And an update on the scores of kids transported at Children's Wisconsin Hospital. We'll see you at 6.
News 3 Now's Call for Action has settled hundreds of area consumer disputes, but we can't do it without our dedicated team of volunteers. Would you like to join us? Contact Call for Action by phone or visit channel3000.com to fill out an application now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
It was a mixed day on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials gained 17 points, closing at 35,619. The Nasdaq gave up 202 points. The S&P 500 lost 15.
After years of ideas, conversations, and public debates, one final vote will determine whether or not James Madison Memorial High School will retain its current name. It started with a Change.org petition 4 years ago, followed by public involvement last May. And now, after a committee's recommendation, the debate will reach its final stage, the MMSD School Board tonight.
This is an opportunity to educate. We have that opportunity as a committee.
Last month, a committee voted to recommend to change the school's name to the Vel Phillips Memorial School. Phillips was the first black woman to graduate from UW Law School and the first black woman to serve in a statewide office in Wisconsin. If the recommendation passes, the name change would happen at the start of the next school year.
A free Thanksgiving meal sometimes takes weeks to prepare, and tonight we're seeing all that hard work pay off. The River Food Pantry started handing out its Thanksgiving dinners in Madison this morning. They've done it now for 15 years. The pantry partnered with Madison College culinary arts students and cooked and froze that food ahead of time. The 80 turkeys, 800 pounds of potatoes, 50 gallons of gravy. It'll feed more than 2,500 people.
Thanksgiving is huge, and we're just glad we're able to get that much food with all the shortages going on and everything. We've been really blessed to get all this turkey and have enough of everything on hand.
He expects tomorrow to be the busiest day with over 1,000 families expected to pick up meals. If you need Thanksgiving groceries, you can pick them up at the pantry 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. through Wednesday. AAA says more than 48 million Americans will drive for Thanksgiving this year, almost 4 million more than last year. But the trip could be a pricey one. Drivers seeing much higher gas prices. National average up more than 60% in the past year. GasBuddy.com predicts the national average for gas will be $3.35 a gallon during Thanksgiving. But there is some good news. Prices are starting to tick down a bit and could continue to drop in the coming weeks.
I would expect the downward trend that's just starting to gain momentum will last into early, potentially in mid-December. It could run longer than that, just depending on how supply and demand continue to fluctuate.
And according to Gas Buddy, the average price of gas, $3.05 in Madison.
Let's get a look at your certified most accurate weather now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti has the forecast. Gary?
It's been a pretty quiet period in the weather office, and that's because the weather pattern is very quiet as we head into the Thanksgiving holiday. It's something you normally don't see this time of year. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. After a cold day today, it'll turn mild for tomorrow and Wednesday. Breezy with high temperatures in the middle 30s for tomorrow, or middle 40s for tomorrow, and then lower 50s for Wednesday, thanks to brisk southerly winds. But a cold front will come through on Wednesday night, dropping our temperatures back into the lower 30s for Thanksgiving Thursday and staying in the lower 30s for Friday as well. Then we'll be back close to normal by the weekend and into much of next week. But right now, I've got a dry forecast. I don't have any precipitation through Thursday of next week, so that's the next 10 days. It's been a long period of dry weather. Temperatures above normal the next couple of days, below normal for Thanksgiving and Friday, and then temperatures pretty close to normal for the first half of next week, maybe a warming trend as we head toward the latter part of next week. But if you're traveling, here's Holiday Future Track, and you can see there are just no major storm systems across much of the country. This is tomorrow. You can see much of the country precipitation free. We go into Wednesday. We've got those southerly winds here. Some showers start to develop to our south and to our east, but around here we stay dry. We go into Thanksgiving. There'll be some rain as you head farther to the south and east over toward Nashville, down toward eastern portions of Texas. But this is not a big weather system. That's just light rain. And again, in much of the rest of the country, precipitation free. Here's Black Friday. You can see again, no major storm system. A big storm in the Pacific Northwest threatening perhaps western Canada by early in the weekend. But you can see around here just very little in the way of precipitation, and it looks like that trend will continue through much of next week. And one of the reasons we've been staying so mild is because there's very little snow cover across the upper Midwest. Most of the snow is on the ground in southern Canada, a little bit in the northern portions of Minnesota and far northern Wisconsin, but an inch or two up toward Lake Superior, and that's pretty much about it. Temperatures are a little colder, obviously, where there's snow cover, but with the bare ground, temperatures to our south and west are mainly in the 50s and 60s today. We'll get a little piece of that over the next couple of days. Upper level winds right now from the northwest, but notice the jet stream pushing to the north. A sign that we're going to warm up as that pattern shifts to the east over the next couple of days. And as we zoom into our part of the Midwest, you can see there's a stationary front out to the west that divides warmer weather to the west to the chillier air that we're seeing right now. But those temperatures, lower 30s here, even into Minnesota, but you start to see the 40s show up across parts of Nebraska and South Dakota. That's a sign of things to come. For tomorrow, look for mostly sunny skies, but it'll become breezy and milder. High temperature up to 45 as those winds pick up out of the south to southwest, and the 7 to 10 day forecast up to 53 on Wednesday, variably cloudy skies and downright windy conditions. But that cold front comes through, dropping our high to 33 on Thanksgiving. Probably clouds in the morning, more sunshine in the afternoon. Cold for Black Friday, and then those temperatures warming back up to around average. But you can see dry weather expected at least through the middle of next week. As we check out first warn traffic, we start to get closer to the Thanksgiving holiday. I'm seeing a few delays on the Beltline, but not too bad. Much of the construction is done. It'll be interesting to see what happens once the flex lanes open up at this time of day. But as far as travel times are concerned, about 16 minutes either direction on the Beltline between University Avenue and Interstate 3990. Heading out of Madison, Beltline to Janesville on I-3990 is a 26-minute trip. Westbound on US 12 from Middleton to Sauk City, 16 minutes, and downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue, US 151. That's an 18-minute trip. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Beat the clock at A1 Furniture's Black Friday blowout. Save 25% off our low warehouse prices 8 to noon only. Amazing doorbuster deals. This sofa just $374. Recliners from $288. Shop in store or online. Black Friday only at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
Guys, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction, Peak Performance for Men has a natural solution that can help you today. That's right. Stop wasting money on pills and inferior technology that hurts and just masks your ED. Fix it for good. The best part, our ED treatment is non-invasive, painless, and you can get back to your natural functionability after just a few short in-office sessions. Call us today and mention this ad, and your initial consultation is free. We are Madison's trusted specialist and only national erectile dysfunction provider. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
Save on all appliances during the Black Friday sale at Grand Appliance and get up to $1,000 in extra savings you won't find anywhere else. Save on popular brands like LG with this 27 cubic foot 4-door French door refrigerator for just $18.98, or this 4-piece stainless steel kitchen package with convection range for just $23.47. Shop now at grandappliance.com. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
Your eyes are everything. They're how you see the world and connect with others. At Shopco Optical, your eyes are everything to us too, which is why we offer everything to help you see better and look better. A huge selection of designer frames, convenient locations, and experienced optometrists. We're Shopco Optical. You'll see.
Celebrate Eye Care Month this November and get 33% off a complete pair of glasses.
When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. Why not let us take that crippling burden off your back? Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Come celebrate America's favorite Christmas tradition. The album that started it all, Mannheim Steamroller Christmas by Chip Davis. Performed live in its entirety for the first time ever.
At Overture Center, November 28th. Tickets at overture.org.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Beat the clock at A1 Furniture's Black Friday mattress blowout. Save 25% off our low warehouse prices 8 to noon only. Amazing doorbuster deals. Queen mattresses $2.99. Twins from $99. Shop in store or online. Black Friday only at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Right now, we are continuing live coverage as the Waukesha community comes together to remember those who were killed during a holiday parade.
We're taking another live look from that vigil. Let's listen in.
Tonight, we lament with you the trauma and the pain inflicted upon our community, our friends, our co-workers, our loved ones. Tonight, we mourn and grieve with you. The lives lost, the innocence lost, the peace within our souls that has been lost. Tonight, we are angry alongside you that a senseless tragedy has become our reality. Tonight, we seek peace and healing with you for our children, for every family and household impacted by this tragedy, for our service providers, for our leaders. Tonight we gather with you because tonight we are all Waukesha. In our Christian scriptures, the gospel according to Matthew says, "Again, truly I tell you, that if two of you on earth agree about anything you ask for, it will be done for you by..."
And we'll have a final check of your forecast in just a moment.
Keep your home and family warm and cozy this winter with a new degree of comfort from your local Rheem contractor.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today. Serving Dane County for over 45 years.
35 years ago, Mannheim Steamroller released an album that revolutionized Christmas forever. The album that started it all, Mannheim Steamroller Christmas, will be performed live in its entirety for the first time ever. Come celebrate America's favorite Christmas tradition. Mannheim Steamroller Christmas by Chip Davis.
At Overture Center, Sunday, November 28th. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
One of our biggest sales of the year, the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Get huge savings on our already low prices, up to 50% off. Plus, see what's new, what's in stock, and save 25% on our great accessories. Give your home that special touch. Plus, totally free shipping. Huge store-wide savings at the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. And for better sleep, come to Slumberland Sleep Solutions and see how easy it is now to shop for a mattress.
This Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. America's best-selling trucks are here and capable SUVs are rolling out. Get great offers on the Ford that's right for you, like Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV, and Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 44 years straight. So this Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. Now lease America's all-time best-selling SUV, Ford Explorer, for just $389 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
Chicken sandwich or a cheeseburger, any two for $2.50, and pair it with a $1 any size Coke.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
It's Menards' last 11% rebate sale of 2021, and it's a great time to update your appliances. We offer America's favorite brands, including Whirlpool, Amana, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Criterion. Check out the huge in-stock selection to take home today at the lowest prices. Upgrade to new energy-efficient appliances and save 11%. Stop in for all the great savings now during Menards' last 11% rebate sale of 2021.
Save big money at Menards.
Is your home giving you the cold shoulder? Fight back with a new energy-saving furnace from your local Rheem contractor.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today. serving Dane County for over 45 years.
Here is one last live look from a community vigil in Waukesha. Stay tuned for more coverage in the CBS Evening News and then our 6 o'clock show as well.
Our Naomi Coles will take a closer look at the suspect's criminal history, and we'll find out why the Milwaukee County District Attorney is now re-examining its policies. So stay with us for the next hour as we continue to follow this story.
Well, let's get over to Gary. One final check of the forecast, Gary.
Temperatures have cooled down. They're in the upper 20s to lower 30s right now. Janesville's dropped from 36 to 30. Madison's still at 31, but wind chills really aren't too much of a factor. The breeze is not very strong out there and should actually lighten up overnight. Look for a low of about 19 by tomorrow morning, but tomorrow will become breezy. This time the winds will be out of the south, and that'll get our high temperature up to 45. 53 on Wednesday with windy conditions, but back down to 33 on Thanksgiving Thursday. Cold for Black Friday, and then temperatures upper 30s for the weekend. Low to mid 40s next week. No rain or snow expected over that time.
All right, Gary, thank you again. Coverage continues next on the CBS Evening News from Waukesha. We'll be back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6.